Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the Allstate Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Back in motion now. Looking to throw yet again. And now another deep ball here. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. He's at the 50. Moving right through the contact. That's a potential game changer. The pick and the big return.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that previous play. He hands it off from the gun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Second and 10 here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The offense still on the field to go for it on 4th and 11. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They've got him down out near the 40.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And here comes a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. And there's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Trying to run it. It's Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it with the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They bring him down right at the 20.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. It's a solid game to pick up the 1st down and what'll be likely the final play of this 1st quarter. A new set of downs after that completion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently. And, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs. And I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
The Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He breaks free. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. This would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum. And a chance at a big play.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And a huge gain across midfield all the way to the 40-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep. And he's got it. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They tried to get the counterplay to the edge, Kirk. We've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counterplay. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the mid.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And it's likely they'll take one last shot here before halftime. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it, enough for a first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going to take off here. It's a fumble. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Looking to throw it on first down. The short completion of the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Nittany Lions come to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to pass here on second down. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped in. Huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down. If this linebacker doesn't lower the blow, great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
We've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Handoff to the back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. Penn State offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They stop him right at the 24.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
The Nittany Lions will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
2nd down and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Here's the handoff. And he'll be brought down. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, the slant is so tough to defend, especially with a quarterback that has the good timing with a wide receiver and a receiver that's got speed and knows what to do with the ball in his hands after the catch. Here's a great example of that.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's running out of time here. He's picked for a third time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? Inside the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Now they get set to kick it away. He's got it inside the 15. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. And looking to throw now on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, and they heave it deep downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Defense is coming after him. He's escaping the pocket now. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to the
powerful running into the secondary. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown continues.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Launches downfield. And it's complete downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And looking for a big play here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Look out, he's got some space. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, LSU.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Going to be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Penn State offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Bringing pressure. Pressured and dropped back at the...
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Looks to the left, pass caught. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. He'll take a deep shot here. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Catch is made down the middle. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 10 now. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball.
They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner will be brought down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Incompletion makes it second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Catch made, a lot of space now. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Taking a shot here. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. But the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Pressure is coming. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
Extra point splits the uprights. Believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And is intercepted. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. First and 10 play coming up. The linebacker shifting around now. On first and 10, looking to throw. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And that one's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? He just goes down, and that'll do it for the ball game. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Herb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.